Hey y'all, happy Thursday. High ticket, blah, blah, blah. So, one of the things I see a lot of buzz about in the online world right now is high ticket offers. I am so over the bullshit around high ticket offers. So, let me explain it. I see lots of people saying, hey, you can sell a high ticket Whoozy What's It service. I know you've got no experience whatsoever at Whoozy What's It, but you'll figure out as you go, fake it till you make it, blah, blah, blah. Tell everybody how you are a high ticket Whoozy What's It, and you will make it. The reality is for the 99.9% of people that are saying that they are high ticket, they're not. They're poor. They're broke. They're broke as a joke. Hey, thank you, Sanum. Thank you. And here's the thing, y'all, there are people out there that do charge a good amount of money for their education, for their experience, for what they're doing, for consulting. However, one of the things I see is, it feels a lot like the online world is this huge gold rush. Come online, invest in this high ticket coaching program. You're going to learn how to be a high ticket Who's What's It, and you're going to, do the work, and you're going to stand on your head and you're going to click your heels. Never mind that you don't have any experience with sales. You've got no experience with marketing. You don't have a following. You don't have a Rolodex. You have got basically jack shit of nothing to start with, except maybe a hope, a prayer, and a dream. And you're going to walk out of here and you're going to pay $25,000, $30,000, $50,000 on my high ticket program for me to teach you how to sell high ticket programs. I don't know about you, but that sounds kind of like a pyramid scheme to me. Sounds like a load of BS. I have seen this going around in the online space for years and years and years and years. So, what do you do? Right? If you really want to do high ticket, think about what you're selling and who you're selling it to and what your market is. I actually do sell high ticket. I do digital marketing for small to medium sized businesses up to about $50 million a year in revenue. We build websites, we build funnels, we do ads. Yes, we're charging you for our labor and our expertise. I am not the cheapest person out there, but I'm also not the most expensive. I also have 25 years of experience as a software engineer. I have the degrees. I have the MBA from Duke. I have a few things under my belt, and I've also grown a Facebook group to 75,000 members organically. So, yes, I personally can post and I can do certain things high ticket. However, just because a coach is saying that they are high ticket doesn't make you high ticket. You need to come from a place of experience. You need to come from a place of passion. You need to know what you're doing. And don't fall for the BS and slap down your credit card on the guarantee that somebody is going to make you $1 million out of a coaching program if you're starting from nothing. This is one of the things that I talk about a lot with newbies who come to me. What is the appropriate level of investment? What is the appropriate level of marketing? How do we get you from where you're at now to where you want to go and help you really make a ton of money without the hoopla, without the whoozy whatsits or whatever, and without you losing your shirt, having to file bankruptcy, and losing everything. And yes, I have seen it. Yes, I have experienced it. And yes, I have gone through it. I have paid for overpriced coaching programs, and I've paid for high ticking coaching programs that I absolutely had no business being in because I was sold on this idea of this high ticket, whoozy what's it, blah, blah, blah. So here's the thing. In order to get sales, you have to have a network, and you have to have a platform and experience, and you have to be able to talk to a large number of people. If you're not talking to a certain number of people in your target market, whether you're DMing them, whether you're having conversations, whether we're doing Facebook Lives, whatever we're doing, you're not reaching people. If you are starting from a place of 0 followers, I talk to people all the time who are in that position. I've got 0 connections on LinkedIn. I have 85 friends on Facebook, and I want to go make $150,000 a year off of my non-existent connections. So the first thing I'm going to tell you, if you are a newbie business owner trying to get to high ticket, trying to have consistent sales, you need a bigger network. You need more connections, you need more friends, you need more relationships, and you need to improve your reputation. There is absolutely no beating the numbers unless you're going to reach people using paid ads, and I'll have another comment for you for that in a second. If you cannot organically sell people and you don't have a Rolodex, now is the time to start building that Rolodex. If you are not where you want to be from a sales perspective right now, you need to start building relationships. And I am not talking about, hey, I'm just going to slide into your DMs and be sleazy. Hey, how are you doing? I've never talked to you before. We've never had any interactions before, but hey, I'm going to try to sell you my shit. It goes over like a lead balloon. I'm not saying that cold messaging never works, but I will say that the rate of success is pretty low. Build relationships, build your network, build your email list, build your connections, your visibility, your platforms. And the more people you're talking to, the closer you're getting to being able to make sales. Most people follow a progression in coaching. Not always. Sometimes people skip. Okay, I'm going to be real honest. Sometimes people can skip. Sometimes people get into doing small group programs because they've already got a Rolodex. But if you don't have anybody to sell to, your first step is getting to know people. You go into Facebook groups and you connect, and you go to networking groups like our CIBM networking meetings, or you go to the Zone and you start to meet people. And you start to connect and you build real relationships with people. You get people to be your Facebook friends. You get people to be your LinkedIn connections. You build followers on TikTok. Find 1 or 2 things that you can do hella consistently. And when I say consistently, I mean hella consistently. I'm not talking about my last post was in June. I'm talking about my last post was 30 minutes ago. I am doing something daily to move my marketing forward in my business. If you want high ticket, you need to be willing to do the do in order to get the dollars. That means building your network, your platform, your relationships with people, and saying, hey, I'm a real person. Do you want to connect as a real person too? Build relationships, build trust, do things. I have had so many people who honestly will try to sell me their programs. And here's the thing. One of the things I do, and I am a total turkey, and I will tell you, and I will admit this, is if somebody is trying to sell me their high ticket program, I play hard to get. What do? I see what your follow-up process looks like, because one of the things that I have recognized in my business that I struggle with and that I want to learn how to do better is not just the hard sell up front, because I actually have a decent closing rate on my sales. It's how do I follow up with people over time? And I want to see your program exemplifying what you're supposedly going to be teaching me how to do. So if you suck at sales and you suck at follow-up in your program, guess what? I'm pretty sure that I'm not going to learn anything about sales and follow up in your program. That's why I sign up for a ton of stuff with Katarina Rando, because Katarina is amazing at the follow up, at the human connection pieces. And y'all can tell Katarina that I sent you. So think about, how do you build your network? How do you place yourself in the path of more people to connect with? How do you build more relationships with people? And the more of the relationships you can build, the more of the connections you can build, the more likely you are to get sales. Coaching businesses and a lot of high ticket businesses, so I'm talking about like website designers, graphic designers, et cetera, you start low price on a single thing. Now, you may decide to be a low ticket provider over, like with memberships, there's lots of ways to do it. But if you're going to be a high ticket coach, what you typically do is you sell a short package, then you sell a slightly longer package, and then you sell a slightly longer package, and then you sell group programs once you have a wait list going. There's not a huge amount of mystery to it. If you are trying to do low cost memberships, just understand that one of the reasons that you see high ticket blah, 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 is that it is almost as much work to sell people into a $47 a month program as it is into a $4,700 program. And I will tell you from firsthand experience, sometimes it's actually easier to sell $4,700 than it is $47. So that's part of the thing with higher ticket, right? So you have to sell fewer of it so you can be more boutique. However, if you don't have an audience and you don't have people to sell to, you're never going to be able to sell to those people. And if you don't have the reputation, if you don't have the recommendations, if you don't have the things, you're never going to be able to sell. Now, here is a tip for you, people who want to sell high ticket. Pre-qualify people when you're talking to them. Exhibit some ethics in your sales process. I challenge you to be ethical in your sales process. If somebody really can't afford your products, honor that. If they say, I can't afford it, or I need to talk to my husband, honor that. The reality is, yes, you may have to really talk to your husband. Yes, I may not be able to afford that today. Yes, I may have to think about it. Or you may be dealing with a turkey like me who may be able to afford it, but I want to see how you follow up for a week or two. And if you're not willing to follow up with me for a week or two over a $3,000 or $5,000 or $12,000 investment, don't try to play games with me that I'm getting ready to raise my rates. I'm getting ready to Y'all, I've seen all your crap. I've been around long enough. I've been in the online space for just under a decade. I've seen all the crazy shenanigans that people do. And trust me, there is plenty of crazy to go around the world at least 12 times on Facebook, probably more on a daily basis. So build those relationships, build those connections, nurture them, and focus on having more of the conversations you need to be having. And if you are not getting your sales that you need to be getting, you are not having the conversations you need to be having, look at yourself and ask, are you having enough conversations a week with people in general? Are they the right people you should be having the conversations with? Are you connecting with enough people in general? And I bet you'll have your numbers right there. Sales, y'all, high ticket, whatever you're doing, is a numbers game. If you don't have enough people in your audience, if you're not connecting to enough people, you're not going to get those high ticket sales. So connect to more people, build a bigger network, build a bigger platform. And one of the things I've learned from a couple of the women I've worked with over the years is that you have to continually be building your network and be more visible. I hope that helps. I am Haley Gray. I am the founder of the Women's Entrepreneur Network. I'm the owner of Intuitive Biz Solutions. We provide amazing killer digital marketing strategies, which means we fix a whole lot of really broken marketing for small to medium-sized businesses. If you'd like to just chat with me, and build a connection, please do. My link for my calendar is actually on both of the websites that I have included. You just have to go look in the menu and you'll find a schedule a consultation or book a call. I encourage you to book a call with me and get to know me a little bit better because you know what? I care. I care deeply about each and every single member of the Women's Entrepreneur Network and of the wider community. And I am here to make a difference. I am here to help small businesses. I'm not going to lead you astray and I'm not going to sell you bullshit. So if you're interested in maybe building a friendship with somebody who doesn't believe in the BS, let's chat. We'll talk soon. I hope you have an awesome night. Be blessed. Take care.